Get ready for a seismic shift in technology. The pace of innovation never stops, and here at Qualcomm Pulse, we're bringing you the absolute latest, the most electrifying updates that are reshaping our world. From groundbreaking partnerships to the bleeding edge of computing power, we've got the inside scoop. You won't want to miss a second of this. Let's dive in. First up, a major player in the chip industry is making waves with a strategic alliance that could redefine supercomputing. We're talking about a collaboration that merges established expertise with future-forward technology, aiming to conquer new frontiers in processing power and artificial intelligence. This move is signaling a bold new direction, backed by analyst upgrades and a favorable market outlook. Could this be the catalyst for significant growth? Then, we shift gears to the heart of data centers, where efficiency and density are paramount. A leading hardware manufacturer is unveiling a new line of servers designed to pack more power into less space, utilizing cutting-edge processor architectures and innovative cooling solutions. This development is set to change the game for high-performance computing environments, offering a glimpse into the future of server design and massive scalability. Next, we're peering into the crystal ball of graphics technology, exploring the rumored specifications of an upcoming architecture that promises a significant leap in performance. With potential increases in compute units and memory bandwidth, this next generation could set new benchmarks for gaming and professional applications alike. Are we looking at a revolution in visual processing? And finally, we get hands-on with the latest generation of high-end desktop processors. We're putting the newest, most powerful multi-core CPUs to the test, examining their performance gains and capabilities for the most demanding tasks. What kind of power can you expect from these beasts? Don't miss out on these essential tech updates. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join the Pulse community today. Quantum Leap, AMD's bold alliance with IBM signals a new era in supercomputing. This stock is experiencing a significant surge, driven by a monumental partnership that could redefine the future of computing. Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, is joining forces with tech giant IBM in a strategic collaboration focused on developing quantum-centric supercomputing. This move is more than just a handshake. It's a declaration of intent from AMD to not only solidify its position in the booming AI and data center markets, but also to plant a flag firmly in the burgeoning field of quantum computing. The significance of this partnership cannot be overstated. By teaming up with IBM, a company with deep roots and extensive expertise in advanced computing technologies, AMD is significantly enhancing its prospects in the quantum arena. This alliance is expected to accelerate AMD's roadmap and capabilities, making its ambitious goals in quantum computing far more attainable. The market has clearly responded with enthusiasm, as evidenced by a recent upgrade from Truist Securities, which moved AMD's rating from hold to buy and substantially increased its price target from $173 to $213. This analyst endorsement, coupled with the strategic implications of the IBM deal, has sent the stock soaring. Adding fuel to the fire is a supportive macroeconomic environment. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell has indicated the possibility of imminent interest rate cuts, a development that typically benefits growth-oriented technology stocks. Lower interest rates can translate to cheaper financing for critical infrastructure like data centers, a sector where AMD holds significant sway. This favorable backdrop makes the case for investing in growth tech even more compelling. Financially, AMD appears to be on solid ground, with its stock already up an impressive 36% year-to-date. What's particularly noteworthy is that despite this strong performance, valuation multiples have contracted from their peaks in 2023, suggesting that the company's earnings growth is beginning to align with and potentially outpace market expectations. AMD's net margin has doubled to 6.4%, a testament to improved revenue and profit growth. While the company has faced some earnings misses in recent years, it has consistently surpassed revenue forecasts for 5 consecutive years, indicating robust demand for its products. The company's balance sheet is also showing positive trends. Debt has been reduced from $4.73 billion in Q1 2025 to $3.89 billion in Q2, and free cash flow has more than doubled in the same period. This financial prudence is a reassuring sign, especially in the capital-intensive semiconductor industry. However, the path forward is not without its challenges. AMD faces fierce competition, most notably from NVIDIA, which currently dominates the crucial graphics processing unit, GPU market. NVIDIA possesses the financial strength and market clout to counter any moves AMD makes. Furthermore, recent internal developments, such as the resignation of Chief Accounting Officer Philip Carter and CEO Lisa Su's sale of 225,000 shares, could be interpreted by some investors as potential cautionary signals, although these moves can also have benign explanations. Despite these hurdles, the AMD-IBM partnership represents a genuine strategic effort to shape the future of computing. Combined with improving financial metrics and the potential tailwinds from lower interest rates and positive analyst sentiment, the outlook for AMD stock is undeniably attractive. For investors with an appetite for U.S. tech, AMD presents an exciting opportunity where innovation is increasingly aligning with robust financial performance. Still want to know if this tech giant's strategic moves are enough to outpace its rivals? Next, we're diving into the world of server density and cutting-edge cooling solutions. Gigabyte elevates server density with new multi-node blade servers featuring AMD EPYC and Intel Xeon. Gigabyte is making a significant push into the high-density server market with the official launch of its new multi-node blade server product line. While the company has a history of producing 2U4 node servers, this latest offering expands into even denser designs, leveraging both AMD EPYC and Intel Xeon processors. Adding to the innovation, Gigabyte is also showcasing advanced liquid-cooled blade server concepts, signaling a move towards more efficient and powerful data center solutions. The newly announced Gigabyte B363 servers, first previewed at Computex, are designed to maximize compute density. These 3U systems can house an impressive 10 single-socket nodes, supporting the latest AMD EPYC 4005/Ryzen 9000 series and Intel Xeon 6300 series processors. While the initial configurations feature dual 1GB eNICs, the inclusion of multiple OCP NIC 3 slots is a critical feature. These 3 and potentially 5, based on visual inspection, slots allow for the integration of multi-host NICs, which can streamline networking by eliminating the need for a chassis-level switch, thereby reducing complexity and potential points of failure. The B340-3C40 is the AMD variant, and the B340-3X40 is the Intel version. From a practical standpoint, this design offers substantial benefits for dedicated hosting providers and hyperscalers. By consolidating power supplies, chassis components, and cooling systems across multiple nodes, the total capital expenditure, CapEx, required to bring new compute instances online is significantly reduced. This cost efficiency is a major draw for businesses looking to scale their operations rapidly. Beyond the multi-node designs, Gigabyte is also pushing the envelope with liquid cooling. Prototypes of their Gigabyte B683 blade servers, presented as 6U10 node systems at Computex, feature integrated liquid cooling for CPUs and memory. Crucially, these designs incorporate rear manifold connections, meaning each node can be efficiently cooled without requiring individual external liquid cooling connections to a rack manifold. This is a significant advancement, especially when considering systems packed with high TDP components. For instance, a 6U chassis housing 2500 WTDP CPUs would approach 10 kW of heat dissipation, a density comparable to or even exceeding that of modern 8-GPU AI servers that rely on air cooling. Gigabyte has indicated that further iterations and variations of these multi-node systems are in development. The focus on high-density form factors, particularly for the entry-level AMD EPYC and Intel Xeon markets, aligns perfectly with current industry demands. Furthermore, the company's investment in liquid-cooled blade servers anticipates a broader industry trend. As AI data centers increasingly adopt liquid cooling solutions to manage thermal loads in 2026 and beyond, Gigabyte appears poised to be a key player in this transition. This strategic expansion into high-density and liquid-cooled server solutions positions Gigabyte as a formidable competitor in the enterprise hardware space, offering compelling options for organizations prioritizing power efficiency and scalability. Will these dense, liquid-cooled behemoths become the new standard for data centers? Next, we're diving into the future of graphics processing with rumored specs for AMD's next-gen architecture. RDNA 5 rumors. AMD's next-gen graphics architecture poised for a major performance leap. While AMD's previous RDNA 4 graphics architecture, expected to be branded as the RX 9000 series, was positioned as a buffer generation that didn't directly challenge NVIDIA at the high end, emerging rumors suggest a significant shift with RDNA 5. This next-generation architecture, slated for a 2026 release, is reportedly set to bring substantial improvements, potentially featuring GPUs with up to 96 compute units, CUs, a notable increase from the 64 CUs found in the top-tier RDNA 4 offerings. These early speculations, primarily originating from sources like Kepler L2, paint an exciting picture of AMD's future GPU configurations. The high-end RDNA 5 chips are anticipated to boast a memory bus capable of reaching 512 bits, complemented by an infinity cache potentially sized at 128 MB, building upon the RDNA 4 foundation. Additionally, there's speculation that L0 LDS local caches might also see an upward revision, though this remains to be confirmed. The RDNA 5 lineup is expected to be segmented across 4 distinct GPU configurations. Beyond the flagship 96 CU model, an intermediate GPU is rumored to feature 40 CUs. The internal organization of these CUs is also reportedly evolving. While the top-tier chip CUs might be arranged in 8 shader arrays, each containing 2 shader engines with 6 CUs, this intermediate variant could adopt a different structure. 4 shader arrays, each housing 8 shader engines with 5 CUs per engine. This intermediate chip would also see a reduced memory bus, though the exact specifications are still under wraps. Further down the product stack, smaller chips are expected to offer configurations with 24 and 12 CUs. These GPUs would likely feature significantly streamlined designs, with the 24 CU model potentially having 2 shader arrays, each with 4 shader engines, and the 12 CU model possibly featuring a single shader array with 2 shader engines. For memory, the 24 CU GPU might utilize a 256-bit bus, enabled by 8 32-bit memory controllers. It seems unlikely, however, that AMD would equip an entry-level configuration with a wider memory bus than its mid-range counterpart. The smallest 12 CU GPU is rumored to come with a 128-bit bus. It's crucial to remember that these are early rumors, and the final specifications for RDNA 5, expected around 2026, could differ significantly. Nevertheless, these potential advancements suggest that AMD is gearing up to compete more aggressively in the high-performance graphics segment. RDNA 5 is anticipated to go head-to-head with NVIDIA's RTX 50 series refresh and Intel's Battlemage GPUs, promising a highly competitive landscape for PC gamers and creative professionals. This potential increase in compute density and memory bandwidth could translate into substantial gains in gaming performance, ray tracing capabilities, and productivity application acceleration, making RDNA 5 a highly anticipated release for enthusiasts and professionals alike. Could these rumored specs make RDNA 5 a true contender against NVIDIA and Intel? Now, let's shift from the future of graphics to the raw power of the latest desktop processors. AMD Ryzen Threadripper 9000 series unleashed, testing the 64-core 9980X and 32-core 9970X. The non-disclosure agreement, NDA, has lifted, giving us our first look at AMD's new high-end Threadripper processors based on the Zen 5 architecture. Following our previous review of the Threadripper 7000 series, 7980X and 7970X, in November 2023, Today, we're evaluating the performance gains offered by this latest generation. AMD officially confirmed the existence of these Threadripper Zen 5 processors at Computex 2025, announcing two distinct series: the 9000WX series for the professional workstation market and the 9000 series, aimed at the high-end desktop HEDT segment. We received two models from the latter series for testing: the 64-core Ryzen Threadripper 9980X and the 32-core Ryzen Threadripper 9970X. To ensure comprehensive and accurate testing, AMD provided us with the necessary supporting components. This included an ASUS Pro WSTRX50 Sage Wi-Fi motherboard, an essential platform for these powerful CPUs. For memory, we utilized a G.Skill Zeta R5 Neo Expo kit, featuring 128 GB of RAM clocked at 6400 MTS, providing ample bandwidth for demanding workloads. Cooling was handled by a Silverstone XE360TR5 cooling system, crucial for managing the thermal output of these high core count processors. The Threadripper 9000 series represents a significant step forward in CPU technology, particularly for users who require immense processing power for tasks such as 3D rendering, video editing, complex simulations, software development, and virtual machine management. The jump to the Zen 5 architecture promises architectural improvements that could yield substantial performance uplifts compared to the previous generation. We will be conducting a series of benchmarks designed to stress various aspects of these processors, including multi-threaded application performance, single-threaded responsiveness, memory bandwidth utilization, and thermal performance under sustained load. The 64-core 9980X is expected to excel in heavily parallelized tasks, offering unparalleled throughput for professional content creators and scientific researchers. The 32-core 9970X, while offering fewer cores, should still provide exceptional performance, likely balancing core count with higher clock speeds and potentially better efficiency for certain workloads. Key areas of investigation will include how effectively these processors handle complex rendering projects, the speed at which they can process large datasets, and their capabilities in multitasking environments. We will also be examining the platform's stability and the ease of use provided by the accompanying motherboard and memory kit. The inclusion of advanced cooling solutions suggests that AMD anticipates users pushing these processors to their limits, and our testing will reflect that. Our comprehensive review will provide detailed insights into the real-world performance of the Threadripper 9980X and 9970X, helping professionals and enthusiasts understand the benefits of upgrading to AMD's latest HEDT platform. This is crucial for anyone looking to invest in top-tier computing hardware for maximum productivity and performance. Can these new Threadrippers truly dominate the high-end desktop market? Stay tuned as we break down the benchmarks and reveal the full performance picture. And that's a wrap on another electrifying pulse. We saw AMD forge a powerful quantum computing alliance with IBM, Gigabyte push server density to new limits, rumors swirl about AMD's RDNA 5 graphics leap, and we put the new Threadripper 9000 series CPUs to the ultimate test. Stay ahead of the curve, hit like, subscribe, ring that bell, and drop a comment below. What tech news has you most excited? Follow us on all social platforms for more.